Hi, it's Linda. I'm at the Botanic coming to you live because I wanted to talk about what kind of relationship can you start over with right now. And in our compassionate communication community, we talk a lot about connecting to our highest self, letting go of limiting beliefs and judgments, unburdening pain from the past, and relating from our heart. But what does that really mean? Instead, you could take a breath right now. Take one with me. And as I look around at the beautiful scenery, think about a relationship right now that might be strained or might be in conflict, and see if in just a few moments you can start over. And when my children were younger and teenagers, and we might be fighting about something, one or both of them might come in the middle of an argument crying and say, "Can we start over?" And what that means is, it doesn't matter who said what, who did what, who was right, who was wrong. What did you need to do over? It just means start over. Just take a breath and see if you can pick up from the last time you felt good about that person and go back there and do it again. So I have some friends, and some of them aren't talking to their children. Some aren't talking to their siblings. And there's a way to have boundaries without disconnecting. So even if the other person might not be someone that you want to communicate with right now, you don't have to communicate with them. You can just start over. Take a deep breath. Give yourself permission not to replay the old stories, to change the filter by which you're seeing the other person, and to allow yourself to begin to think that you can start over. People can change. Situations can change. And forgiveness is a gift that sets you free. So you can set boundaries. You can decide you do or don't want to be connected to that person. But if you give yourself permission to start over right now and take off that filter through which you're judging them or yourself, and stop believing the stories you keep telling yourself, and just give yourself a clean slate, then what you can do is change the energy between the two of you. And as you change the energy, the relationship changes. So give it a try. Think about somebody right now with whom you're having a conflict or a strain. Take a few deep breaths, belly breaths, where you can really get to your higher self. Drop down from your head into your heart. And compassionately communicate to yourself first. Let yourself know that you understand you have some hard feelings or hurt feelings or misunderstood feelings. And then see if you could turn that compassion outward, because the other person probably does too. Have similar hurt feelings, sadness. And put yourself in their shoes for just a minute so that you can be compassionate. And there's a great guided meditation I have on my website. You can go to lindakroll.com, or actually get your care kit, lindakroll.com/ccc. And you can get a guided meditation to help you get to self. And when you're in self, you'll see that our human parts that rub up against each other's don't have to get in the way of a divine soul connection. Because that's what we can do, is we can connect divinely with other people. So I'm at the Botanic, waxing philosophically, bringing you to see the glorious vestiges here, and inviting you to start over with somebody right now. And even if you don't tell them you're starting over, just do. And you may find that they're going to reach out to you. And you can begin a conversation without processing all the feelings of the past, even though that's good to do if both of you want to. But the other thing is to see the highest in each one of you, to let all your human parts that judge relax while you go to the top of the mountain from your highest and best self, and have compassion for yourself and have compassion for the other party. And even if you decide not to connect, you'll see there's more peace. So if you're joining me live, say hello. I'm going to take you to the rose garden, and we're talking about starting over with a relationship that brings you peace, brings you joy, and gives you a way to get off the hook of whatever you're telling yourself. Hello, Susan. So good to see you. We're at the Botanic. I'm about to go to the Rose Garden, and we're talking about starting over. And just like plants need to be replanted, a few months ago there were tulips. Now here's roses. Relationships can take on different flavors. I'm at the Chicago Botanic Garden in Chicago, actually near Northbrook, near where I live. This is kind of in my backyard. Tony, so nice to see you. And I just wanted to talk about compassionate communication, but compassionate communication that sets you free. So if any of you want to talk about, spectacular, isn't it though? It really is. Whenever I come here, I just reconnect to myself, to my soul, to the earth. And I promise to go live every Tuesday and Thursday in our compassionate communication community. And I just wanted to invite those of you who are showing up or those of you who are listening later, if you have any questions about how to start over in a relationship, just ask me. I'm a pro. I'm a pro at starting over with parents and children, ex-spouses and in-laws and all kinds of people with whom you could have conflict. But you don't need to maintain the conflict, especially when there's so much beauty in the world. So I'll let you go and let you contemplate. Take time to smell the roses. Take time to get outside. And most of all, give yourself permission to start over. I'm claiming it, Tony. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming the ability just to chat with all of you while I'm in the middle of the Botanic, and invite us all to figure out how we can add more compassionate communication to the world. And again, a rose by any other name is still divine, and you are divine. Thanks for joining me, sending love, light, and hopes that wherever you're having an issue in a relationship, just start over. It really works. Sending love to all. One more check around the rose garden. Thanks, Tony, for hanging in. Sending love to everybody. Bye for now.